Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm out here with Bailey. Bailey just arrived just a few minutes ago. Bailey is a mixed breed. She's a beautiful dog, and she's here for some extra help, okay, when it comes to getting on the right path. And again, dealing with a housebreaking issue. She is holding control. She's under a level of stress, okay, so even with her owner bringing her here, she was stressed in the car quite a bit. And again, expressing some barking, and again, just how she is already connecting with her owner. So this is all about making sure that she's connecting the right way. How I kind of, frame this up in terms of control. If I'm in control or her owners are in control, she doesn't have to be. That's the whole principle here. But again, to reverse. Now this is a type of reversal situation. Again, this is all about interacting with her, with influence being active in such a way that's going to start to change her perceptions. Okay, so here I'm out here just with the leash, the flat collar I'm going to be using here for this exercise. I do have, and I have put the pressure collar or the choke chain on her, so you can see it's on her, attached to her. So I'm not using it yet because I don't want to, again, increase expectations yet that way. Again, a lot of times if you put a choke chain on a dog and use it too quickly, you'll send them into almost type of panic situation. This is about it making sense to the dog. So you want to do this, these interactions in such a way that the dog is going to be more agreeable. So really about taking your time, because really this is really about how people think. So I have a certain way of thinking, and so dogs will tend to go up into higher challenge, okay, anyway. And so, but in this situation here, I don't need a muzzle. Bailey is holding some control here, but this is just about how you interact with dogs in a way that's going to build bridges. So here I'm going to start to move with Bailey. This is just starting to get the kind of routine established for housebreaking. And I'm going to show that as well as I move with her. I'm going to switch over here. I'm going to take the camera here with me to show how to get into a routine, because I'm about to take her outside for the first time to the bathroom, and so I want to start to begin to establish that. So the framework for that. So here I'm going to move with her a little bit, just in a circle here a little bit, just to start to change how she thinks. And this is where, again, if a dog is in a crate and very expressive in the crate, a lot of barking, controls manifesting. If you're doing a type of board train situation, always best to get a dog out as soon as possible to interact, to help with that, okay? Because again, starts to change the dog's perceptions, because it's very direct, okay? So the more you can line up directly through the human as quickly as possible, the better for, say, even with the crate situation. So here, I'm going to start to move with her again, just using the flat collar here at first, because again, I don't want to, I want to do it in such a way that it's going to make her somewhat more agreeable. But I'm in control though. As I do this, even here, she senses that, okay, Dale's in control. And so, but again, this is a transition. So here, I'm going to start to move. As I move with her, again, directing her towards me, put her into the sit, pushing. We'll do a little push-pull. And right away, it starts to draw her attention to me. I tap nudge a little bit if she her mind starts to wander. I don't need her to be looking up in my eyes or anything. I want this type of inwardness. Again, I start moving with her a little bit here, lining this up. So right here at my left side here, you notice right here at my left side is where I'm starting to focus on, bringing her into, okay? Because again, don't want her out in front at all, okay? You need to keep her right here. When you're working with the dog or interacting with the dog, it's like a shadow of the building coming over them, okay? This is all about relationship. So same thing, move with her again here a little bit. Tapping. So the thing about the whole kind of theme here, and the thing that makes the dog more agreeable, is I'm moving the same way all the time. So it's not erratic. Okay, this is about a dog making sense of my movements. It's a type of language. So here she wanted to lay down. Okay, she's starting to draw towards laying down, but watch this. I'm going to push into it down. Okay, always the better way to do it. And this helps take stress off of her. Now, even when she's down there, I don't want her sniffing the floor, okay, and investing that way. I want to get her to relax. Okay, I'll bring her back up here. And I bring her up, just gonna put enough influence to get her to, you know, to make sense as to what I want, the intent. Okay, I'm not saying sit yet. Okay, that comes after, as she starts to change how she thinks. Then I start to lean on those words. Okay, it's about packaging. So it's about the language of the method. It's about influence. Okay, speaking. Okay, same thing. Move her forward here. Just see, I'm just taking my time. Little push pull. Because when I take her outside, okay, you know, she's going to be a little bit more intense because of, again, the change of environment. So I'm kind of doing this for a few minutes just in here to help to get the framework going before I take her out to the bathroom area. Okay, push pull. All right, so just did one little trip around here, and now I'm going to take her out to the bathroom. I'm going to disconnect this from the tripod so I can take this with me. I'm just going to hold it, and actually I'm going to clip this, so bear with me here for a minute. Apologize. I'm going to switch this over to a different clip. And she sat on her own for a second here. So we're going to work this out so I can. So I'm using a little GoPro hip clip here. I'm actually loving my little GoPro. This is a GoPro 8, and we're going to put this on my hip. And you'll be able to see the bathroom, setting up the bathroom part of this. So there we go, you get a view of her. And so I'm going to make my way outside with her. Again, so the focus here isn't so much about whether she goes or not. Now even here I'm going into a tighter area, and so you get a little bit of reaction from a dog. Just be certain in terms of just always about controlling what they're doing. Okay, we're going to start moving here with her. Don't let, again, when I take her to the bath, I'm not letting her sniff the grass until she gets to the spot of my choosing. Oh, before I go right to the spot here, you gotta look at my banana tree. Okay, it's huge. So I posted another video there. I planted this banana tree really small not too long ago, but it's growing like crazy. So right here, I'm going to take her to the spot where I'm going to have her go to the bathroom. Now, as soon as I get to the spot, I'm going to let the leash go out, see, and then let her sniff. See, she's starting to sniff. Light sniffing, and when she goes, this is when I'm going to praise her. Now, I don't know if she's going to go or not, but this is more about getting into a routine anyway, so it's about starting. See, I'm starting to circle her, and I'm in the middle here, but I'm just circling her. See how I'm kind of just nudging the leash a little bit here. Now, I'm not going to let her invest in terms of if there's birds flying or something going on. I want her to kind of stay focused on doing her thing. All right, so I'm just communicating with the leash. I'm just nudging just a little bit, and she starts to understand because of how I nudge the leash that what I want. Okay, just the light sniffing, setting this in motion so that she's going to go faster to the bathroom. It's going to make more sense. So it's always about